What's up, guys? It's Brendan the Railroad Productions, extra live on YouTube. Today we are going to be making a tier list of every single Class 1 railroad, or either all of them in America so far. Either all of the Class 1 railroads or every single railroad in the America so far. So we got all the railroads right there, and we're going to rank them in order. So now, if you guys like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like these, guys. So right now, I'm going to be ranking them in order, guys. So now, we are going to be going in order. So if one of them, I don't know, remember. So this is my opinion. So I know not a lot of people are going to like my opinions, but guys, it's just my opinion. So we're going to rank them right now, guys. So shall we? So the first one we're going to start. So the first railroad we're going to start is Amtrak. So Amtrak is a pretty good railroad. At this point, I really enjoy catching Amtrak, honestly. So it's either A or B, but at this point, I'll put the Amtrak you know what? I'll put the Amtrak at B for now, because it's just like plain old P42s. But if I'm going off of Excelas or whatever, ACS 64s or whatever, the Northeast Regional trains around New Jersey, Pennsylvania, or Boston, then it should be an A tier for now for Amtrak. But then the rest of the trains, like including the Southwest Chief, or like whatever trains going to California, I don't even remember, the California Zephyr, or any of these trains going, then definitely going to be an S tier for sure. Up next, we got the BNSF. Man, it could be either S or A tier, but I'm putting a BNSF at A tier. It's not the best. They don't got the heritage units, but the best thing about the BNSF is that they have H1 units or like war bonnets. The best thing about BNSF is because they have a war bonnets or like blue bonnets on this railroad. So which makes the railroad pretty interesting. And especially got a lot of BNSF going around Buffalo, New York, especially on NSs or like CSXs, and especially they got they got the war bonnets in it. The best thing about BNSF is that they can go like 70 miles while running a train at whatever Midwestern area. So up next we got CSX. CSX is not a bad railroad. I'll put it at B tier. CSX is like pretty much not a bad railroad, especially they got back in 2023 already, they started making these heritage units, and then I kind of like, they're kind of okay seeing the heritage units, but then they're not better than NS heritage units, because NS definitely clears CSX all day at this point. All right, up next we got Canadian National, or CN. This is not a bad railroad. I'll put the CN somewhere like, at A tier. I don't know. It's somewhere B or A tier, or maybe S tier. But CN is not a bad railroad. It's not a bad railroad. The best thing about CN is that they have, pretty much some heritage units, like whatever. And the good thing about this railroad is that they have also a pair of BC Rail units and X-City Rail units, which is pretty interesting to see. And don't forget to mention, I also caught some of them before. X-City Rails in Canada, and I saw like a BC Rail back in the U.S. before, which I was lucky that day. Up next, okay, please turn this thing off, okay? Okay, so up next we got CPKC, the merger that happened. So actually, before I will put the CP, if that was CP, I'll put that in A tier. If that was the KCS, then I put it somewhere in either B or C tier. But then this is like the merger, which is different, and then I kind of don't like it at all. I would go back to the old times where there's just CP and just KCS, and there's no mergers at the same time. But as of for now, I'm putting CPKC at the B tier for now, because of the KCS and the CP combo. The CP heritage units and the military units are an S, in my opinion. Up next, we got the Long Island Railroad. I do not rail fan this before, so I'm definitely gonna put it at a C tier. So up next, we got the whatever. Is it like TTC Railroad, whatever? The railroad in Massachusetts. Okay, that railroad is not a bad railroad, but I'm definitely gonna put that as somewhere like as C tier, because I do not know the railroad much. Well, I do see one of the F40s back trailing on CSX M560 at DP Station, which is pretty lucky for me to see. All right, up next we got Metro, the Chicago commuter section. I'll put the Metro at the B tier because I kind of like the Metro kind of bit because like they go around areas around Chicago, and then back before in 2022 when I was going to Chicago, I saw plenty of Metro trains before, and they were pretty sick. So I'm putting that in B tier for now. Next we got Metrolink. Now this is gonna be pissing me off because Metrolink. The only thing that pisses me off is that they're P2 horns. Like, they actually ruin my childhood, especially how terrible these horns sound. You know what? For now, like, Metrolink is ass, dude. Like Metrolink could be a good railroad at this point, but it sucks, dude. If they had, like, K5LA's, like, Coaster Rail or Amtrak, whatever, it would have been, like, probably, like a B, whatever. But then, because of the P2 horns, it sucks, dude. Like, especially when they have the white and blue paint, whatever this thing is. Like, low-key, it just ruins childhood. Like, I don't get it. Like, the P2s, K2s just suck. They're terrible. Up next, we got the New Jersey Transit. This is not a bad rail. I'll put that in B tier. Actually, I kind of like the NJ Transit before one. I actually kind of like the rail before. I mean, the only good thing about this is because, like, they're pretty, they run like everywhere around New Jersey's, and then in my opinion, the best thing about this thing is that they have the Conrail units. They have the Conrail GP40, whatever the thing is, and which is pretty cool. It's like a heritage unit, even though it could be a heritage unit, but it's pretty good railroad, I guess. Next we got Norfolk Southern. Definitely I'm putting this S tier because NS is definitely one of the S tiers we could ever see. This is the first railroad to ever been put in the S tier. The heritage units are fire. Like, the worst thing about NS is because their Dash 9s are gonna be gone for a while. They're gonna be gone after they're gonna be rebuilt into an AC44 C6M. Matter of fact, NS AC44 C6Ms are an F tier because they both suck at this point. And then the worst thing about NS is the worst thing about NS is that Union Pacific is gonna take over it's gonna take over NS, and then and the servers could be no more. So then, speaking of Union Pacific, this is definitely gonna be a good railroad. I'm going to put this company in the A tier for now. Not the best, like, pretty much it's a good railroad, but I put it in A tier for now. So yeah. So okay, guys, these are all my rankings for every single railroad I've ranked so far around North America. So if you guys like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like these from Brendan the Ruffin Productions Extra on YouTube.